Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be telling another story, and this one is going to be about my very first fist fight. So, yes, this little anime boy has been in some fights in his life. This is my actually first one, but this is my first real deal fist fight. Beforehand, I was in little fights, like a couple punches, nothing that I'd really call a fight. And actually since then, I haven't been in a single fight. So this was like my only real deal fight I've ever been in. And I was able to find video of it that I'll be able to put throughout this. While I'm telling the story, I'm going to put up little clips from the fight just to make it extra spicy. Caliente. Woo! Add that extra little bit of flavor for you guys. And I think it'll be extra, it'll make it a little bit funnier, more interactive and shit. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the story. It's definitely a fun one, so go ahead, buckle up, and get ready for the ride. Let's go. Before we get this story popped off, I want you to guess real quick. What would two boys in high school be fighting over? Go ahead. Dora the Explorer. I'll give you 5 seconds. Go ahead. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Got it? Over a girl? What? Why would any high schooler fight over a girl? Oh, wait. Because they're dumb, and that's like all high schoolers fight over. So that's what we actually ended up fighting over. And at this time, I had a girlfriend. Yes, I had a girlfriend, and she was getting bugged from her ex. He wouldn't leave her alone. I guess he couldn't let her go. Couldn't let me just have her. And I guess he was just pissed off about it. So he just constantly was annoying her and just being a dick all around. So one day, her and I were hanging out, and he just kept texting her. So I was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna text him. I get on her phone, I text her, and I'm like, okay, fuck you, dude. Nobody likes you. Fuck off. Suck a dick. Go away. And I guess his little heart got hurt. So he just had to reply. He was like, I guess he was just thinking, I'm just too insecure. I can't take this. What am I gonna do? You know what? Let's fight. Let's fucking fight, man. Let's do this. So I guess his little heart couldn't take it anymore, and we had to fight. So at this time, actually, believe it or not, I was a little bit of a hood rat to say the least. So I was really big into fighting shit like that. So it was actually supposed to be a really big fight, like literally over 20 people at least just fighting. Because I had my people, he had his. But the day that the fight actually came, he was like, let's fucking do this. Let's go, man. Today's the day. Let's fight. And he insisted to fight on a rainy day. I don't know why, but it just made it, it ruined everything. So we were supposed to fight somewhere, and it was raining, and everyone was like, yo, nah, we're not trying to come out in the rain. So what ends up happening, it ends up just being a one-on-one fight, and it starts happening. We go to his house, and literally his whole family like lives in his house. So his whole family and his friends, you'll see in the video, literally 20 people or so just watching this fight. So that's just his whole family there. I have my car people behind me just recording the video and everything. And so the fight starts, and it's really funny this whole time. His whole family's just watching. So we start fighting, and as you can see in the video, he's about 6.5 feet tall, which is, nearly a foot taller than me at the time. Like he was, I wouldn't say nearly, actually, I'd say like maybe 8 inches. So, a decent portion of a foot taller than me. And so it was a little intense. It was like, I got a little worried at the beginning. I was like, this is, I haven't really fought much before. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing here. I did box a decent bit. I used to be really into boxing, so I knew I had some sort of, oomph going into this. And actually, so what ends up happening, he's too tall. So the good thing about fighting a tall person, if their arms are too long and they don't know how to fight, even though he fought like a lot more than me, he fought a shit ton. Anyway, so he starts throwing punches and everything, except since he's so tall and has such long arms, I can just kind of move in, and he missed every single hit. I don't think throughout this whole fight he gets a single good hit on me. Maybe at certain points, like he kind of edges the back of my head or something, or that's about it. But for the most part, he doesn't actually land a single real punch on me throughout this whole time. But I'm just, since, I'm a super G, I was just kept hitting him over and over, just punching him in the face over and over and over. Actually, at one point, because he's so tall, I had to jump into the air. It's really funny. Every time I see this clip, I love it. Because I have to jump into the air just to punch him. And, yeah, I have to jump in, Superman punch the kid. And, anyway, so I'm punching the shit out of him over and over and over. And at one point, I hit him, falls on the ground, and I tried following up, except he was like, oh, shit, okay. He got back up, he, like, remembered what the fuck he was doing, so he was like, oh, shit, yeah, I'm still good. So, that ended up messing up, so we just had to, you know, go back to what we were doing. And, you know, just punching him, all this stuff. That's basically how the whole fight goes, just me punching him. And, actually, he took his shirt off in the beginning.
Alright, go ahead.
He tried pulling the shirt over my head because he wanted to try to, you know, make it so I couldn't see, get free hits on me, try to, you know, slam me or something like that. And, while he does that, remember, he's taller than me, so while he's pulling the shirt up, I can still see him. So I'm just sitting there, punching him while he's trying to pull the shirt up. So, he tries that, and I'm just like, okay, take the shirt off, resume what we're doing. So his, one chance at doing anything just kind of got ruined. And, you know, so that keeps going on for a little bit, just punching. And, we kind of take a break at one point, in a way. And, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you literally my favorite part. So go ahead, I'm gonna play the clip. It's fucking beautiful. Just listen to what his grandma says in the background. Just go ahead. So I don't know if you could hear it too properly, but in the background, his grandma says, "What are you doing to my grandson?" And I thought that was so hilarious. Like, when I heard that, I was like, damn, he's getting his ass beat so bad that his grandma's, screaming and, hollering and shit like that. I thought it was hilarious. And, actually, pretty early into the fight, he was already, gushing blood, so when, he goes over...
Yo, he is leaking.
I think you can actually see the blood in the video. But, he goes over to get, after this, in this, little pause, I guess, a little break, he goes over and his, dad starts, he takes, a rag or a t-shirt or something, he starts, taking the blood off his face and shit. And, so after that, we start the fight up a little bit. Nothing much happens, just a couple punches, and he's and tensions start rising a little bit, because it starts to seem like people are gonna jump in.
Yo, do not jump in, he's making me one-on-one, yo!
You can see,
it's a fair fight!
There's 20 people, you know, 20 family members at least of his there, and I was like, you know what, dude, I'm not trying to get jumped here, fuck off. And his brother actually tried jumping in at one point, so that's when we were like, nah, dude, we're out. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but he tries coming over, and I don't know if the video cuts off before then, but I'm like, nah, dude, not trying to get jumped. So we get into the car, and we dip on out. And then afterwards, he couldn't take that he lost this fight. He was like, no, dude, no, fuck you, pussy, bitch, you know? Fight me again, huh? Yeah, that's this pussy. Literally, he just kept calling me a pussy and a bitch afterwards, even though I beat his ass. And I guess he just couldn't take it. So he tried to fight me again, and it, like I think I said earlier, I don't know if I said this, but yeah, long story short, that didn't happen. He ended up just kind of backing off and being like, listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I'm sorry. That's about it. Yeah. And that was the last I ever heard of him, because he was threatening to jump me and shit. And I'm sorry if I already went over this, but yeah, he was threatening to jump me, so I got a huge group of people. He had 3 people. I had 40, literally. So yeah, he wasn't really quite ready for that. And that was the last I really ever heard from that guy. And yeah, that was the story of my very first fist fight. And actually, after this, my girlfriend at the time, she loved it. She literally, for weeks, would just watch that video over and over. She loved it. And I thought it was pretty fun too. So anyways, yeah, that's the story of this this anime boy's very first real deal fist fight. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to let me know. If you want more stories, let me know, because I love doing these, actually. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Goodbye, guys.